What up, everybody? We're back with another episode. Listen, we always talk about how guys didn't learn how to fight and defend themselves, whether it's Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it is, man. Boxing's my specialty. I've been doing it for a long time, but my ground game's pretty much non-existent. So I'm about to meet with two absolute gangsters when it comes to the ground game. My buddy Matt and his son, Matt. Matt Sr. not only is a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, but he's also the newest franchisee of the Squire Program. His grand opening for his Chicago, Illinois location is coming up in about a month or so look out for that. His son, Matt, is a college wrestler, Barstool sports athlete, an absolute gangster when it comes to being on the mats. And I'm not to get twisted up into a pretzel. I'm super green. I got a virgin neck. This is my third time rolling. It's gonna be a good time. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's do it. Yo,
my man.
What's up, dude?
Home away from home.
Okay, I know.
It feels good to be back.
Yep,
This is my son Matthew.
What's up, dude?
Matt,
good to meet
nice
you,
to
bro.
meet you.
Hell yeah, come on in, man.
Man, it feels good to be back here.
Yeah, for
BK
sure,
Strength.
man. All kinds of memories, right? I mean, you got some different memories.
I got some different memories, but then I got some memories on the other side as well.
Project Grad
Yep.
in the house. Welcome, man. Welcome. I know, Matthew, it's your first time here, so welcome. Obviously, you know, you've seen a bunch of content here, but yeah, this is where it all goes down, man, for sure.
See it in person.
Yeah, dude, it's dope. How was travel for you guys? Smooth?
Yeah, traveling.
Decent. Travel.
4.5 hour flight.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Stuck in the, crammed in like sardines.
Yeah, same old thing. Same old thing, different
Just
day.
keep my mind on the destination where we're going.
Yep, facts, man. Cool. Well, obviously, I want to let you guys change, use the restroom and everything. I know you guys just came from a big trip.
Yeah.
We'll roll out the mats afterwards.
Perfect.
I basically want to just learn some fundamentals from you guys. Obviously, you guys are both savages when it comes to being on the mat. I am not. And
appreciate the
I just
gratitude.
want to learn some stuff from you guys. So
Yeah,
it'll be
man.
cool. Yeah,
Let's do it.
Tight.
Awesome.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Hey man, I appreciate you guys doing this, man. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it for a couple months now.
Well, no time like the present.
So you guys are a fighting family. Like all of you guys, it seems does something, man. Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, your daughter, Muay Thai, right?
Yeah.
Like, and she's competing.
Yep.
Bro, like, do you feel like it just started, because you were into fighting and kind of the family kind of took after, or is it something you instill where like, nah, they have to learn some kind of self-defense, and if they want to take it farther, they do? Like, kind of, how'd you guys become like a fighting family?
So it's kind of like passed down from generation to generation. My dad was a wrestler. He was a boxer,
Nice.
and he kind of instilled that strong mentality in my mind, and I wanted to give that to my kids as well.
Yeah.
Especially having 5 daughters, 1 boy. That want to make sure they would be able to protect themselves. So, we're a little crazy in the house, and my wife, she comes from a little crazy background too, so it kind of all fits and gels together.
Right.
But we preach not to be a bully, right? We want to protect those who can't protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole basis of it, and just the more we have in the toolbox, the better.
Right.
So we can kind of like cross-train from jiu-jitsu to wrestling to Muay Thai and all encompassing.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I don't want to make it like a East Coast, West Coast, and you got to choose what side, but you got to have ground game. Like, I know you guys obviously can attest to that.
Absolutely.
You can't just, like, for me, I'm being the person where I'm like, nah, I can't just be the one standing up in boxing.
Right.
I've been doing that for 12 years, but on the mat, literally ground game is non-existent. And so I'm like, I got to make sure I turn that corner of like, no, let's get on the mats, let's learn something, and start this new journey. You know what I'm saying? So it's super important. So I don't want to make it like, okay, you should learn this style or that style. You really, like you said, you can cross-train, but why would you guys say that learning something on the mat, whether it's, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, like that someone has to learn that?
Well, the grappling art, like you said, is like the #1 discipline, like as far as MMA goes, right? So most fights happen in a close quarter situation where there's walls, there's tables, there's chairs, and so you're always going to particularly end up on the floor, right? So knowing what to do in those situations is essential to be able to get yourself back up to your feet to either evade or keep the fight striking, right? So grappling is obvious to me. I'm not biased because I'm a grappler, but #1 discipline. You have to know how to fight on the ground, or at least to get up from the ground and evade the situation.
Yeah, he's definitely not biased, because if you see anything about, we'll probably put some B-roll or something, him hitting the mats, hitting the heavy bag. Yeah, he got hands, bro. Feet, knees, shoulders, he got all limbs, bro. So
Gratitude.
my man. You know what I'm
Gratitude.
saying? Anyways, let's get started, man. So basically, man, I just wanted this to be kind of like us hanging out. I'm super green. This is literally my 3rd time rolling. Virgin neck and all, and I'm just excited to learn from you guys. So I don't know if you guys have like If it works, I guess there's like certain core principles or fundamentals, but I'm just here to learn from you guys a couple things.
Cool.
And you know, if anybody watching is new as well, they can kind of, you know, watch. Maybe they're intimidated to go in the gym for the first time, and now this kind of gives them confidence because they like, yo, I can, you know, let me learn some stuff and follow along.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
I think, you know, to start for a real life situation, because there's two types of like grappling, right? There's the competition side and there's the real life side. So I think for a beginner, you should know how to defend yourself if you end up on the ground on your back.
Okay.
Right? Let's start from a position to where maybe you fall on top of someone, but because you don't have the knowledge base to hold someone down or submit them, you get rolled over. So we can kind of go through that and we'll end up in a position called the guard.
Okay.
And we'll work on what's called a punch block series. And we'll go through stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3.
Cool.
Cool?
Sounds good.
All right. So Matthew, I'll use you, right? So I'm just going to be the guy, say we're getting into it, and you trip over something, and you fall down, and I mount you.
On my back?
Yeah, you're just going to break fall, right? Okay. And fall down. And let's just say I end up on top of you. Now I'm the beginner, right? I don't know what to do, and he kind of like bench presses me over to my side, right? Now I end up what's called the guard, right? And what I want to do here, so I don't get punched, is I want to swim inside and control the head and bring my knees kind of to my elbows. Okay. And I want to make sure my head is not touching the floor, right? Because if he does elevate and headbutt me, boom, I can get hit there. So I want to control the head, and I want to have his ear like close to my ear, and I want to bite down on this. So if he goes to punch my body right now, right? Body shots, good. Now if he swims inside, right? Yeah, now I'll push the head and I'll swim again. Okay. Right? So it's constantly swimming. So Matthew, if you go inside and just swim on this side, right? He swims in, I'm gonna swim out and recompose. Right? So if you swim on the head side, swim, yes. Now I'm gonna switch and swim. Okay. Right? And keep this bite. So let's start there. Okay. Right? With
swimming, when you're saying swimming, you mean like, are you always trying to have your elbow on the outside? Does it depend on the situation? Like,
yes. So come back inside. So this is the basic, right, defenses here. So I want to keep my head down, my head off the floor, crunching my knees in. I don't want to be extended out because that gives him more leverage to hit me, right? So I'm going to bring him in, right? My knees come inside and retract and pinch, right? So when he goes to swim in on this hand, just swim inside, right? Now he has the ability to punch me, right? So I have to be quick to re-swim and bite down. Got it. Right? And kind of keep your elbows tight to your wrist. Just to keep this, just control this position. So if he does start punching me again, right, I have a good position here. I'm safe, right? And then we can talk about the next step afterwards.
Okay, cool. I see it as like,
right.
So you can't throw a headbutt, it's like, keep him close to you, smother it a little.
Right, so we want to take away space. Okay. Right, we don't want to give him any space to retract and throw a blow.
Yeah.
Right?
Got it.
So let's try that again.
Cool.
So Matthew, just give him a good feel. So this is the side you're holding his head. This is the side you're pinching.
Got it, okay.
Right, so swim inside, right? There it is. Now we're good.
Got it.
So we'll start there. And Matthew, you don't got to put too much pressure driving forward. Just keep a little bit. Leighton, bring your knees in.
Inside.
When he goes to swim.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So now he's swimming. Push the head to this side, grab it with your hand, right? Now bite down, boom. Got it. If he comes in there, push the head, grab it, swim, pinch. Bring your knees in. Good. Just like that. There we go. Good. One more time. Good. If he swims in, good. Now just swim it in the opposite hand now, Matthew. Don't go for the head side.
Oh, you're right. You're good.
Yeah, so now we're gonna keep this hand.
This way?
Yep. And pinch. Now just swim on this side for me. Right, then you swim inside. Yes. He goes to swim inside and go to punch you. Right, now you gotta, yes, bring it right back down. Boom. Good. That's stage 1.
Okay.
Right?
Cool. All right. Now I want to ask you guys, because as I'm watching you guys work together, interact, the connection and bond you guys have, it just seems like, you know, you guys do this all the time. The connection's there, father and son. Obviously, this is the Squire Program. And actually, I didn't even talk about this, that Matt is the newest location owner of Chicago, Illinois. Their location's coming August 3rd is a grand opening. I'm freaking fired up. I'm excited. It's going to be my first time out there. It's going to be awesome. And I don't know about, you know, kind of the curriculum. You might change it a little bit, but seeing that Matt and everyone is like they're a fighting family, might specialize and learn more about that when you go to his location. So anyways, I love the connection you guys have, man, and not to make it about, you know, me and my story, but it's cool to see, you know, somebody that just grew up with a single mother and, you know, didn't have that connection with my dad. Now we're, you know, we built that friendship and relationship now, but it's really cool to see you guys, like how this is almost like a bonding, you know, for you guys. Like, can you talk about like the, I saw an Instagram post a couple months ago. It was either, I think it was Thanksgiving or Christmas. You guys do like a tradition before you guys get to eat. Like, talk about it real quick.
So every Thanksgiving, right, we have to earn our day. And because he's been in grappling since I think you started when you were like 6, 7 years old in Jiu-Jitsu, right? 7. And it always helped because I was at the gym training. So I wanted to give back to my son, and I have a brother too, who's only 2 years older than him, and everybody thought he was my brother as well. So I kind of have 2 sons. So they're always with me everywhere I go, right? And what father doesn't want his son to follow in his footsteps? So, you know, grappling journey, 7 years old, and to get to Thanksgiving, we earn our day by grappling, and we invite friends of ours over, and it's about a 2-3 hour session of sweating and choking people out, and we earn the day. You know, it's awesome, man. It's cool because, and I always tell people this, like the mats never leave, right? We leave the mats. So I have mats at my house above my garage, detached garage, and those mats will always be there. They'll be there when he has kids, right? I might leave the mats, he might leave the mats periodically, but they'll always be there, and there'll always be a place for him to come with his sons. Next day, or even for my daughters to bring their sons. Right. So those mats are going to be there for generations, I hope. Dude, I love it, man. And that's where the bond starts.
Let's go. I love it. All right, cool. All right, let's try this out. Let me get beat up some more.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so let's talk about stage 2.
Yeah.
All right, Matthew. Now I'm trying to keep his head right on this side, ear to ear, as best I can. Now let's just say, now he goes to retract and do a body punch on this hand. Right, you see that?
Yeah.
So what I want to do there, go back. Now I'm pinching, and he sets back halfway to throw a body punch. I want to take away the space with my knee.
Okay.
Right? So now we got protection here. I'm holding on the back. It's kind of like a claw grip on the back of his tricep, and I fill my knee with the space, right? He goes to do it again on the other side, and I'm here, right?
Got it.
Until, when he's ready to drive forward because he doesn't like this, now I'm back to stage 1.
Okay.
Right? And he goes to swim inside on this side, I'm back down. He goes to throw the body punch again, I'll fill the space.
Got it. So you're
Right
pushing your
there.
shoulder and then bring your knee up.
Yes,
And that's
bring
what,
that knee up. So we always want to keep, that's why we're like retracting in, because when he goes to hit that body punch wildly, right, it's already there. So now I just got to bring it inside and grab,
Okay.
right? He goes to do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm here,
Okay.
right? So usually in grappling and jiu-jitsu, everything is opposites, right? So if I want him to come back into me, I'm going to push him away. That's what I'll bring him right back down to stage 1.
Got it.
Now we're here,
Okay.
right?
Right.
And so we can talk about it again. Swimming on this side. Right, push, grab, and bite back down,
Okay.
right? So now we're connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Right, so head off the floor. We want to kind of like, so what's going to help get rid of this distance is by you bringing him up to you.
Okay.
Right, your knees are going to bring him more forward, right? So if his head's not where you want it to be, ear to ear, good indicator, it's because you're doing kind of this, right? You see where his head's at in his ear?
Yeah.
Bring him closer to you, now you have a better bite. You took away more space.
Got it.
Right? So Matthew, just for now, I want you to swim inside here. Right? Layton, good. Bite back down. Swim inside on the the other side on the head side, and you're gonna pass the head. Good, right? And now if you feel more distance here, what do we do? Retract and get tight. Yes. So now Matthew's gonna he's gonna pull back and go for a body shot. Right? Yeah. So you already had stay on this side, Matthew, right away. Yep.
And then literally just
yes, back of the tricep. Now I want you to drive your knee. No, we'll keep his head right over there.
Okay.
Right? You want to drive that knee out and control the tricep. So when he does it on the other side, there it is. Yes.
And then rock over afterwards?
So now we're not going to rock over yet, right? You're kind of in this limbo position.
Yeah.
So now, remember we talked about thinking opposites. If you want him to come back in, you got to push him out.
Got it.
Right? So you're going to give him some push out to make him want to fight back in. Right? Now we're back to stage one.
Okay.
Punch block defense. And we have a little bit of gap here again, so always taking away the space everywhere.
Okay. Got it. All right, let's try it again.
So go through swimming each side once. Right? Good. Now we'll go on the head side. Yep. Now he's gonna punch, right, there we go. Good. And when you're ready, there you go, right back to stage one.
Got it. Okay.
Right?
Oh. Nice.
All right. So Leighton, you're a natural, man. Natural athlete.
No, this is brand new for me, man. I actually like being a rookie sometimes, man. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
It is, man. The more things you can add to your toolbox when you're constantly learning, constantly you're ever evolving, right?
Yeah.
Growing everywhere.
All right, so for the young men watching this, why do you think that they should start jiu-jitsu, wrestling? He maybe doesn't think fighting is for him. He just wants to do, he wants to play another sport or play video games. Why do you think that he should get started?
I'll quote the great Dan Gable for my answers is, once you've wrestled, everything else in life is easy. It's just everything the sport teaches you, the cutting weight, the early morning practices, the school work, the practicing after school, the lifting, is all you do. It's a full-time job, and I'm not bagging on any other sport, but like once you what goes into just the cutting weight mentally, more than physically, waking up 6 a.m., where you're practicing, and then you got to go to breakfast, and then you got to go to class, and then you got to come back to lift, and then you got to go fuel up again, and then you got to go to night practice. Mm-hmm. So you have 6 things you got to do today, and then you got to end the night off on homework, and you got to make sure you get your good 8 hours of sleep. Mentally, this sport prepares you for life, and I've been doing it since I was 10 years old.
10 years old, you started wrestling.
Almost 14 years, and I still have 1 more year left to go, and I'll be on the mats like he said my whole life.
Yeah, the rest of your life.
It's just instilled in me, so that's probably why. It's just the mentality it creates for me and for everybody that I know that is on the mats.
Right.
100%.
I love what you said, man. Everything, and I want to add to that is this used to not even be an option. Sitting on YouTube now, I'm trying to tell you, hey, tell these guys why they should start. But before, it wasn't even an option. Back in the day, it was you absolutely had to learn how to fight. Every man had to learn how to defend himself. And if you needed to protect your sister, your mom, even someone who's weaker than you, another man, whatever, you didn't have a choice. These warriors had to go out and learn something, whether it was on the mats, whether standing up, or all of it. You didn't have a choice. Now we're kind of we have the luxury of, life has kind of gotten too easy. People gotten soft because of that, and now it's kind of well, maybe one day I'll do it. Before it was nah, man, you don't have a choice, bro. It's eat or be eaten. You know what I'm saying?
Eat or be eaten, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so what's phase 3?
Phase 3?
Yeah.
All right, stage 3.
Stage 3. Just
all right. So stage 1, controlling my head. Good. Controlling this arm. If I go to swimming on this side, yep, you re-swim. Good. If I go to swim here, yes. Perfect. Now I'm going to sit back a little bit, throw a body shot. Yes, right in the back of the tricep. Here again. Take away the space with your knee. Good. Grab them triceps. Good. Push your knees out a little bit. Yes. So I'm kind of in this. Yeah. I don't have nothing, right? You're controlling.
Yep.
So if you're starting to slip a little bit, right? Keep it there.
Got it.
Really bite it in. Drive your knee into my bicep a little bit more.
Yep.
Good. Right now you feel the pressure come in. Let me back into stage 1. Perfect. Good control. Now I'm going to sit back. Yep. Perfect. I can't hit you. Let me into stage 1. Perfect. See how I fall into you? Yep. Nice. That was it.
Cool. Perfect.
That was it. Now, obviously, there's setups for submissions there and sweeps.
Yeah.
But this is like a good intro to anybody to protect themselves on the street. Right? If you're getting hit in the back of your head on the concrete, you're done. Right? So you got to give yourself that chance. This is going to give yourself the beginner's chance.
Okay. Perfect.
So you don't get knocked out and get your skull cracked.
I appreciate you, man. I want to see you guys roll together because obviously me doing it's going to be clunky and I'm like getting it down and everything. But I think some people like myself are visual learners and be able to watch you guys and actually flowing and kind of how you do everything in one motion. If someone's actually fighting back, because with me it's slow, you're teaching me, but what happens if it's like actually fast motion, somebody's actually trying, like 50%, I know you guys are not beating each other up, but I want to see what it looks like. And so if you guys are down,
we're down.
Cool. Sweet.
We'll take care of that knee.
Yep. Oh snap. Yeah, this is hella advanced. I get twisted up into a pretzel. Pretty easy? Nah, bro. Yo, I would get maxed out. Yo, let me go, dog. We were just playing. Then back up to the feet. I see what they mean now, like by like when people say like it's just you're just flowing. They roll, a twist, all these things, they just flowing, man. Oh snap. Yo, this is crazy. Better start throwing punches. Oh, let's go. Curious how you get out of this one. That's crazy.
Vince, you've been putting out, he's been beating me.
He said, nah, we got this one in 4K now. I was waiting. Look at his smile on Matt's face. He's enjoying this. Anybody breaking in your house, they're in trouble, for sure.
They're in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, seriously, man, I appreciate both of you guys for coming out. I know you're going to be here for Squire anyways, but it means a lot. You guys literally just landed, and you came right over here, literally just straight off the plane to teach me some stuff, and I appreciate it because we always talk about at Squire that these young men and the fathers as well, they got to say yes to the adventure, try some new things. This is obviously new for me. Maybe boxing's new for someone else. Maybe, you know, surfing's new for someone else. Whatever it is, man, learn a skill, you know, get better at something. Like, I think this is awesome. And fighting specifically, I think that all men need to learn, you know, multiple disciplines, not just one, but multiple. Because, you know,
hands down,
after I saw you guys on the ground, then you threw a kick, then threw an elbow, I was like, damn, I was not ready for that. I throw punches. That's it. Right. I don't want to be in a situation with you guys. So anyways, man, I appreciate you guys, man, for real.
Leighton, as always, man.
Yep.
That's what we do for each other, you know? It's a brotherhood, so
yes, sir.
You call, we come. We're there.
Sir. So anyways, appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. August 3rd is the grand opening for the Chicago, Illinois Squire location. Man, we're going to have a lot of more content coming soon. Thanks for watching.